need from him. But they put a little bit of a gambit here into Insanity on the Lucian mid. Might require some jungle attention. That mid jungle can be very...
pretty much the entire 1-2-3 phase of pick and ban was... Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, my team got first blood. I'm really happy. That's all I care about right now.
Yep, what a note to leave it on. Let's send it back to the casters as the action continues.
Yes.
We got Boogie now in a problematic position as Shaden's coming in trying to stop him from getting away. Insanity moving over to protect his jungler as they leave, but no, Shaden! He might just get shot to bits by Insanity. That last auto attack doesn't quite have the range. Now Insanity is in JoJo's clutches. The charm connects. I don't believe TSM's mid laner should have any way out of this, but he dodges away. The relentless pursuit getting him out.
Revenge, revenge, revenge. Can he catch him?
Revenge has to get him here. Flashing over the wall to guarantee that he gets it. So Revenge
to flash too. Really nice stuff there. Boogie getting active early.
And he's doing it again. The crash down after the shattering strike. It's such a powerful combination, and piercing light will pierce JoJo's Ahri again.
Hey, I gotta push this mid wave. He's not coming quite yet. So while the rest of Evil Geniuses wanted to try and contest there, ultimate on Poppy too. If you can get a good Poppy ultimate to change the numbers, that gold lead might actually be fightable.
Insanity being a point of escape there for Chime, as now Boogie's in the middle of everybody. He's gonna die before he can even use an ability, as Chime locks him down and Haunter's gonna fire back to get a kill. Now Revenge stuck in the front of everybody, and Insanity's got the firepower to bring him down, making it a 2-for-1 TSM.
A double 80 killing, except if it was a W, and you see the recall right now from Kai'Sa. No Kai'Sa W comes out, so TSM claimed
To fight this, Evil Geniuses is very well going to have an uphill battle. Ayla gets knocked up into the air. JoJo jumps over the wall, tries to use the Everfrost, not going to find a valuable target there. Turtle now having to deal with Revenge off to the side. Ayla dropped below half HP as Shaden leads the charge. Insanity with that Kraken Slayer. The Lucian's DPS potential is really high here. Keep your eyes on Boogie, leading the way with Shattering Strike. Shaden wants to go in, but a Magnet Storm onto 2. The feathers fly. Revenge will die. TSM have found the first kill.
The big blade caller. Chime goes in and flowers this TSM at the end of the regular season during summer, but now they've lost it, right? Coming into playoffs, game number 1 here. The most picked on member usually. It looks like that will continue.
Yeah, but he should be able to get away from this, I would think. I mean, he's Ornn. Revenge wanted to get the angle to use the all-out and knock him back. That's why Haunter flashed there. Did not want to have that extra displacement that could have potentially resulted in a death. Instead, EG with their overloading of topside. Yeah, they're going to take the tier 1. Problem is, now we're racing for turrets against a Rift-tailed and a Fed Lucian on the other side of the map. That is not a race you often win. Haunter might even be able to interrupt Revenge's back here. Nice. That's going to further disrupt the tempo for EG as Boogie, Turtle, and Chime pushing into the tier 2 in mid lane. Now Haunter going to get stopped, going to get bopped, going to get dropped. Evil Genius is picking up. We call turrets standing gold on the map. Well, that tier 2 in mid and the tier 3 bottom are limping gold. If TSM hit them even a little, they're down. Now Boogie's going to get locked up. This could be dangerous for TSM, but Chime is ready to follow up and engage in the enemy jungler, and Insanity immediately bursts him down. Ayla with a massive flash into the pulverize.
Whoa!
But where's the extra damage? They don't have enough to kill anybody just yet. JoJo's gonna die. He gets the shutdown on Insanity, but he's traded, and the rest of TSM will absolutely bulldoze the remaining evil.
Middle of the squad there, and he does go down, but he's the only death, so worthy sacrifice there for TSM. Them in and look for an engage.
Shaden wants to use the Poppy Copter to knock somebody away. He gets rid of Boogie. That's a critical target, but JoJo is already down. Insanity's killed him before the fight can even begin, but now he's got to try to get away from Ayla and Unforgiven as Shaden's going to be focused by Turtle and Haunter across the river. An immediate re-engage from Boogie, who has rejoined the fight, sends Unforgiven heading for the hills as Ayla at least gets a shutdown back on a Turtle. Both of the AD carries are dead on TSM, and Revenge is ready to run wild. Haunter and Boogie and Chime do not have the DPS. They got to get away from this Cassante. Revenge continuing to try to find the knockups here. Gets one, but over the wall comes the crash down. Boogie still looking for a chase. Now the Revenge doesn't have the damage. The Vamp, he can't escape, and Haunter
eventually got chased down there. They had no DPS to follow it up.
Ayla with the flash pull, and Turtle's in danger. Massive engage coming out from EG, but a bigger turnaround from TSM. EG don't have the damage. The smite's ready to go for Boogie. Shaden's one of the 3 dead. No chance to steal.
S standing menacingly in front of the Evil Geniuses, not allowing them to even
force this Drake and an early Hex Soul. Shaden does not use the ulti, lets that one expire. Gonna have the cooldown mostly refunded. Ornhorn summoned up. Revenge going in to try to disrupt it, but now JoJo's locked down. The Magnet Storm is bringing in multiple players from EG, and Boogie's got the first kill back onto the Poppy. Unforgiven drops Revenge right beside him. JoJo and Ayla have to run. TSM don't lose a man other than no TSM all the way. Remember that turret from a couple of hours ago? Well, we're right back to it now, and they're finishing what they started.
TSM starting us out with a banger in playoffs. Steam rolling. Evil Geniuses. We're just about to get to 25 minutes, and they've got Soul, they've got Baron coming inside the base.
Ayla, man, that ulti can't protect you. Not when it's 5v1. JoJo's gonna drop. That'll end it. TSM with a dominant win in game number 1. Shaden's not gonna slow this one down more than a second or two. It only took 25 minutes, and TSM slammed them. .com right now to claim your spot, and hopefully we'll get to see you there. We might see these teams there. It just depends on who can make the run, come out on top in these best of 5s. I love when we go from best of 1s to BO5s, getting to see
The other thing is, like, Shaden is off camera. He's actually very talkative and very funny. So it's just a work in progress to get that out of him on camera. But I hope you guys will keep trying, so yeah.
And channeling that energy into the game for EG to come up with a win here.
Mastermind, the jungle matchup in this entire series, and now they're going for the dive.
Looking for it again. Shattering Strike doesn't hit, so then he has to use the crash down to get back away from the turret. Revenge nicely sidestepping that one. And now since Boogie doesn't have a flash, he's already used the crash down. He's in serious danger. EG should pick this one up, I would think, for free. As the Aftershock expires, Shaden and Revenge just need a little bit more damage. The W2 connects and Revenge hits him.
You know it can work out, but after you miss the Q and you have no flash, it's kind of, you have no escape plan.
Meanwhile,
Insanity on the rotation to bottom. Unforgiven already had to pop both sums trying to get away. Ayla gets hooked! And man, Chime's gone fishing. Nicely done from TSM to pick that one up. But across the map, Shaden's helping out Revenge again. Haunter's got to try to get away from this one. Boogie's ready to back him up. Shattering Strike for the stun, but Revenge has the flash to guarantee the kill. Now Boogie's got to crash down back to the safety of his own jump.
Huge pickup for them, and I think just in general, whoever gets Herald this game will have a lot of pressure advantage. In a 1v1 matchup, I think the Jax outscale.
With JoJo before the series started, he was like, yeah, we know how to take advantage and exploit Haunter. Now they're going mid, though.
Insanity getting locked down here, has to self-ult to buy a little bit more time. Boogie wants to follow it up. Insanity with a flash back underneath his own tier 1 turret, and Haunter's ready to come join these guys. Crash down into the Magnet Storm. Long-range equalizer ready to turn this fight around as Shaden and JoJo try to get away, but Haunter's got the flash. Evil Geniuses disengage it too, and now they're ready to re-engage with the Jax Copter. He hovers in to try to get the stun, but he misses it. Revenge with a minor outplay is now going to find the killing spree, but instead it gets turned around by TSM. They'll come out on top in a 2-for-1.
The Revenge had a huge play there. If he hit that helicopter,
It will be acquired by EG pre-Dragon. A charm does land.
Okay, Insanity, 3/4 HP, ready to go back in on Shaden though. Boogie leads the charge, not finding a very valuable target here at the start, but Magnet Storm keeps him in the equalizer. They want to turn it around back onto Insanity as a nice threat shot, and Unforgiven on the other side hits, but it's a shutdown for Revenge on the enemy mid. Insanity's out of the picture. Unforgiven dies to Turtle, but it's a 2-for-1 trade for the Geniuses. Revenge still has a full health bar, but he ain't slowing down. The play won't matter. A double kill back over to JoJo. He'll see if he can find some more. Turtle and Haunter trying to kite it out, fight it out, but it won't work, man. Revenge and JoJo are finding the damage, and TSM just lost all 5 men.
And the flash at the end there. Oh my goodness.
I think they need to find a lot of wombo combos to win this game. If they kill one target, it's not enough for EG. They have too many carries. So for this Rift Herald fight, we need to see TSM go for the big wombo combo.
Shaden engaging onto Haunter immediately as JoJo's in the middle of the fight, but he's got to be careful. Unforgiven still free firing on the side, and Haunter's already been killed. Into the back goes Ayla with a nice knockup 1-2. TSM are already crushed, and EG aren't done. Turtle tries to kite it out, but he can't get excited. A triple kill of a Revenge as JoJo goes over the wall and Chime hooks a wolf. EG got another ace for nothing.
That TSM just looked completely. Sandra, boom. The engage from EG is already underway, and it's almost first kill before the Lissandra even arrives. Haunter is.
They'll knock down that turret. Second turret of the game here for EG, and there's nothing TSM can do about it. Oh my goodness, they already found him. Shaden just leads the way, and Ayla's finding the quickness to try to follow it up. A nice hook from Chime brings him back underneath the turret, and TSM may have found an angle for a fight. The Herald's not going to get the charge off of TSM. I like this itemization because it makes it so difficult to stop his rampages in these fights.
Yeah, and if they don't find this reset with magic damage, yeah.
Providing some help for both of those super fed carries. I mean, when we're talking about EG and the way that the gold is currently distributed.
EG are on the Baron right now, so we'll see what TSM can do to counter this one.
TSM need to try to stop it. Maybe Boogie can go in for the miracle steal, the crash down, but it won't find it. The engage locks him down, but where's the follow-up damage? Unforgiven staying alive as JoJo can turn it right back around. Both enemy carries already dead. Boogie and Chime and Haunts are running back to the mid lane, but Revenge don't want to let him. He's going to keep the chase up. Boogie's still in range. Shaden and Ayla still ready to follow these guys too all the way in. Boogie tries to crash down to escape, but they get the kill anyway. JoJo is dominating, and Evil Geniuses are making mincemeat out of TSM.
Yeah, I think also like EG just control topside, they know they're ahead, just start the Baron, right?
As we see a little exchange in the jungle. A lot of the players are of the opinion that it's super rare to actually...
So I think if EG just plays patient here and don't give an angle, they will just get both double inhibs shortly.
Nice hook onto Revenge. He's the one going to get focused first, but he gets the counter strike down. Equalizer over the top. Now means Evil Genius is going to be burned a little bit, but there's just no damage from TSM to get him any lower. Evil Geniuses absorb the engage. They still have plenty of health left. They're going to force him to the tier 3. Haunter flashes away to barely survive. Stun to Unforgiven. They shut him down, and Turtle's getting excited. Ayla and JoJo and Shaden are all on their own, but Turtle's ready to keep it going. Revenge wants to turn around, but he doesn't have the damage just yet. He goes godlike, and now Turtle is gone. Revenge has found his moment, and a triple kill to go with it. Haunter trying to pick up any of these guys, but the Rumble ain't gonna get it done alone. The turret is about to fall. They'll force it down, and EG still win the fight.
The Jax, the true carry for Evil Geniuses here. What a scrappy fight. They're still going to get the inhibitor, though. Their goal has been accomplished.
Yeah, I think that was pretty slow reaction time from
Vision down is dangerous, because if EG's waiting, 12,000 gold is the point of the game where you are just going to get smacked. As Boogie goes to the crash down here, smite under Revenge to slow him down a bit. Chime can reinforce. Nice use of the hook. Revenge doesn't have a lot of mana to fight with. They really want to try to force this, but now Turtle's in the middle of everybody, and Evil Geniuses has reinforced their top laner. It's a 1-for-1 trade here with a start, but TSM's got to run. Shaden comes in over the side to lock down Insanity, who tries to take the claw away, but JoJo will not allow it. Evil Geniuses. It looked like it might have started out with a pick on Revenge, but they turn it right back around.
He should be able to wrap this one up.
Yeah, this one looks like a wrap on the Baron here. But JoJo, he's cosplaying Revenge right now. They're gonna go on the JoJo pin.
Is he gonna teleport in now to save JoJo too? Nah, just hold the way.
He's playing Ori. He's fine.
He's cool with it, man. It only takes 2 players from EG to secure that Baron anyway. Just Sejuani to tank it, and then Xayah for the DPS. Baron goes over to EG. Nearly 13,000 gold lead with, so Evil Genius is putting the pressure on the tier 3 here on the top side. Insanity threw out the claw, but did not want to take that ticket. Figured it would just be one way. Evil Geniuses have the next wave coming in now to back them up as they lead off with Shaden's engage. The charm onto Chime locks him down, and Ayla goes golden to stop any sort of a counterattack. Shaden doing the same thing now. JoJo gets locked up. Bit of a problem here for EG so far, but Revenge arrives and fixes everything real quick. Revenge gets a triple. Revenge gets a quadra. Where's that pentakill for Jax? Somebody sound off.
Give it to him.
He won't give it to him. EG's got to chase it down. Revenge! Pentakill for Jax. Boom! Evil Geniuses ended in style.
That's 18 for Revenge on the Jax with a pentakill. Top lane.
It's not balanced.
Top lane broken roll, boys. Hey, reminder, during the 2023 summer split, use your MasterCard to make a purchase from the in-client store. Save your card on file for a chance to be entered in to be entered for a JoJo. Both having the opportunity to potentially set something up here with some CC, but Boogie's coming back in. They're not just going to give the Drake away, but maybe they better think better of it. The nice engage coming out from Boogie, but there ain't enough follow-up damage. He has to be saved by the Lantern, and Unforgiven is bouncing the feathers around. The Dragon is taken by the Evil Geniuses, and now they're looking for more of a fight. A little bit of poke, not going to connect there from Wild Turtle, and a charm from JoJo pulls in Sean. He gets a play back, and it's support for nothing so far. Kaise to the back line with a killer instinct to at least make it a 1-for-1, but it's more TSM players dropping. Turtle falls to the Spirit Orb, and JoJo gets a triple kill. Unforgiven and Shaden trying to chase down Insanity. You guys said it. We're in the mid lane. Shine with the flash over the wall. Chasing after Unforgiven here. Yes, Death Sentence hits, but there's nobody else to back him up. Chime just went in by himself and died. That was the entirety of the play. Nobody else from TSM is in range. I have to wonder what...
Isolated AD carry, and my jungler is going to come over. No problem, but EG again making another play here as JoJo with ults.
Ooh, Insanity tried to use the Killer Instinct to dodge away from the Spirit Orb, but he still takes the second half of the damage! And JoJo with the max range, both parts hit instantaneously. He's spamming. There's only one minion here, so TSM don't have the time to try to jockey for position around this turret. It means Evil Genius is going to stay safe there. As we
Get the pullback damage too, so enough to get the kill and escape.
Now EG are kind of in the same predicament as they were last game because they're winning. Oh, Sanity is caught.
Yeah.
He's just dead.
Yeah, there's nothing to even say about it, man. The teleport's right in front of him. The charm couldn't even be missed at that point. A lantern to provide a save for Haunter. Chime and him, though, they're in some trouble. It's the sacrificial lamb roll from Thrash to try to get Ornn away. 2 more kills over to Evil Geniuses from this.
Play of JoJo 1v1ing the Kaisa, getting the kill on Insanity, into a live play of him teleporting to the other side of the map, and now we're going to get another one.
Why are TSM players continually walking into the charms? I feel like we have just seen so many dudes walk up top lane into a big pink. To find any footing in this game, it feels like they're not on the same page. We're seeing people walk up alone. We're seeing people get caught. We're seeing this instance over and over again. JoJo is so far ahead that your jungle is a dark and dangerous place. Evil Geniuses are making TSM learn it the hard way, and now they're going to take down their second turret of the game.
I think the only upside here for TSM is that EG only has 1 dragon. So if you can stall this game for a long time, you can kind of have a comeback angle. But right now you're losing side lane and you're losing mid lane again. So there's not really a lot of options.
Caster desk and hit you with a charm pretty soon here. Revenge having some fun as well. Last game, you know, got to be the top of the scoreboard, highlight plays this time around, playing Fiora into
Expected one in this one. You got 20% kill participation, a nice little CS lead.
Hello.
And you know what? You're winning your 1v1. Boogie is not having a good time getting caught out again. The Lantern won't even save him. He tried to pop the map. They're controlling the enemy jungle, placing down the wards, zoning TSM back away, and Haunter and Turtle are trying to deal with Revenge now in a 2v1. Can he even survive this? No! The Ornhorn claims him.
top laner got bored.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that as well. That happens when top lane gets bored. He's just like, my bad guys, I'm not gonna do that again. I'm actually gonna wait for you guys to push top first.
Oh man, EG just trying to get one more. There it is. Nothing.
Call here. You don't need to get more than the tower. If you get the tower, then the Baron will be easy by itself. So EG are looking for the dive though.
Ayla flashing with the quickness to take down Wild Turtle. The kill goes over to none other than JoJo. Tier 2 is going to fall here. No Herald required. Evil Geniuses still hanging around a little bit longer. Chime, Insanity, and Blue
Holding out hope, trying and defend. Maybe there will be EG with a big mistake that they can get some kills back.
Hope is a dangerous thing, but it
That
works
one.
right there. Wild Turtle picking up the kill on Ayla as Revenge teleports in immediately with a repose as Evil Geniuses lock down Chime. Revenge has exploded. It's a double kill over to Wild Turtle. TSM needed EG to screw it up, and it looks like they might have just got...
Stop the dragon stacking of Evil Geniuses, get a bunch of gold back here off the objective bounty
I
shutdown.
would be insanely happy, but this is a really good start for TSM, and they kind of need these windows to come back in the game.
Yeah, the road thing is gonna poof.
The Baron at 3K. Teleport coming in from TSM as Boogie wants to challenge, but he's locked down before he can make his way into the pit. Haunts are going after Unforgiven off to the side as TSM has Evil Geniuses trapped in the pit, but they got to be careful about JoJo here and now. Shaden's focused down. Chime picking up the kill on him as TSM continue their chase. They can't just settle for trading Baron for TSM. Get anything more from this. The tier 1 turret, okay. Nicely done there, but this could be even nicer. Flash out from JoJo, but he's still going to be locked down. He goes into the stasis. Ayla wants to buy him some time. TSM are going to get that bounty. TSM are coming back into the game. Chime rips Revenge out of the air from the blast cone. Void Seeker ain't going to hit him. Revenge is still on them. Evil Genius is staying grouped up, trying to avoid the pick potential here. Revenge going for a recall, but he has the teleport to rejoin his team if they get into anything. Oh, Chime getting caught out here. Shaden going for the ulti. He drops the box, but the TSM support is in trouble. Finally, the stasis gets popped. He's trying to use the Magnet Storm for the jungler, but it ain't gonna work. Chime is already down. Boogie's already down. The Ornhorn sounds off, but it ends up just splitting the uprights. Wild Turtle was not able to do DPS, while the front line ended up getting picked, and Evil Geniuses win themselves a fight.
Such a risky path for Chime to take there through the jungle. You don't want to give Ari a pick chance. EG jump on it.
EG has started up the Baron. Revenge is still pressuring the bottom lane. Boogie leads the charge for TSM. They want to try to stop EG here, but the Baron is already secured. TSM were too slow, and now they've lost the objective, and they're losing the split push situation. Evil Genius is jumping in. JoJo's not going to find the first charm, but he lands it onto Haunter instead as Boogie's stuck in the front line. The burst comes through, and the jungler's already down for both sides. While Turtle has to flash away, he doesn't have the DPS uptime. Unforgiven lets the feathers fly over the wall. It's a double
Two, they're on the Nexus. Turrets, Insanity fighting for his life.
He flashes back underneath those Nexus turrets, but Evil Geniuses with a 4-man push take out the first one, but it bought enough time. Insanity's antics slowed down EG enough to still keep the game being played. EG gonna pick up that second inhib. JoJo leading in with a charm. They got the first kill on Chime. Boogie falls right after. EG was just backing away to come back in for the game-ending haymaker. They'll slap him right upside the mouth. Evil Geniuses. It was a bumpy road there for a second, but they got the job done. They'll win the third game. They'll move on to match point, and they'll do it with a 21-kill game. Got the Varus set bottom lane. That was not on my bingo card.
I'm happy to see the set come out again because we've had quite a few.
He has to be jumping on this guy whenever he gets the chance to trade with cooldowns.
Copy.
Shaden. There it is. Steadfast presence means no way out for Insanity and Evil.
They're gonna look at a possible dive. Ultimate ready for revenge. He's burning down. He's
Oh, Boogie picks it up. Nicely done. An alley-oop there by TSM as Shaden tries to get something back on Haunter, but he just doesn't have the damage. Insanity barely gets away in the mid lane. Survives with a sliver of HP. There is action all over the rift. 2-2v2s in the side lanes. The 1v1 back in the mid lane. Haunter and Boogie seeing if they might be able to get something else here. At least crash the wave further while down on the bottom side. Turtle and Chime going in. Face breaker won't find it. EG gets themselves away.
on Tristana afterwards. Shaden, another Hex Flash from behind. 3 members going at Haunter.
Oh, Haunter, this could be troubling, buddy. The flash gonna be used there to escape the Fate Seal, but Shaden was in a great spot to guarantee the wall bang right after.
You know, knowing that the Poppy is right there, so wishes he could have held on to that one instead. He dies either way. TSM Relief Squad.
There it is. Arc Assault, point blank range. Stepping in front of him to minimize the distance of the Fate Seal, but JoJo can still get away in time. Shaden coming back up into the top lane. He's got his flash this time, and Haunter is not long for this world. A little bit more damage is going to be required here, and they don't have to dive so deep that Haunter can get anything back.
TSM, Boogie is here. Revenge, no Counter-Strike.
Oh, nice ulti from Boogie over the wall. Revenge under pressure from 3 as Haunter has to get back away from the turret aggro. It's heated up. Insanity takes another turret shot. He'll get the shutdown.
A lot of turret damage down there. A lot of extra turret plate money for Unforgiven. Shaden here in the Raptor Pit is seen by a ward.
Chains of Corruption lands onto him, and Chime's going to slam him into the wall, but Shaden can just tackle Turtle back the other way. JoJo jumps in, but he won't get the knock up there with the Fate Seal. Shaden's still running all the way out, 200 HP left. His teammates body blocking for him, and JoJo finds the angle to turn it right back down onto Turtle. Evil Genius is up 1-0 in his 3v3, but JoJo ends up dropping, and it's a mean punch from Chime to take it.
Little ring around the rosy here, Flower.
JoJo, same thing with Fate Sealed. Shaden with the Keeper's Verdict too. So Evil Genius is probably not going to be forcing a fight before those are ready to go again.
Yeah, and even though TSM are down over 1,000 gold here, if they're able to get Haunter involved with this Rumble with the, never mind, ultimate down, 50% health, 100%.
Nice.
Varus ult, and that's a dead Rakan.
Oh, but now Shaden's going in for Turtle, knocking him up into the air with a point-blank uncharged Keeper's Verdict. JoJo's ready. Chime absorbs a lot with the haymaker, and now JoJo's gonna burn. Haunter's in the mix, and he's mixing up Evil Geniuses. Insanity jumps in with the rockets, and a vengeance is falling, comrade. It's a 3-for-1 for TSM, and they rip the gold.
So it's a good counter there for TSM when EG overreach on Turtle, trying to go for that.
200 HP remaining on the enemy support. Haunter nearly has the equalizer. The cooldown is just about to be ready now. There it is. Not quite what he needed to kill Ayla, but he's got the flash for the follow. JoJo drops 2, and TSM's gonna give him something to smile about.
Yeah, and they've got a Tristana on top side. Demolish proc, turret will go poof. Here comes the Rift Herald for number 2. They can just hard push on top side.
Yeah, we've got an EG response in mid on that tier 2, but again, let's go back to the philosophy of split push races. The team with Herald wins. The team with Tristana wins. The team with both is gonna make a mess out of you. Tier 3 turret drop top 16 minutes in. Haunts are back in the mid lane underneath the tier 2, about to die to Unforgiven. He lives with the scrap shield for an extra second. Shaden barely gets away, but Boogie's gonna swoop in and pick him up, and Insanity jumps in with a mop and bucket at the ready to clean up the enemy AD carry.
Meanwhile, Revenge is going to finish up on this bottom tower.
Trying to get here for the extra damage.
Gotta flash the ult.
Just jumping away. I think Revenge should be okay here. Nope, never mind. We got the ulti into the follow-up ulti. Revenge with a leap strike back away, but there it is. Piercing arrow with a flash from Turtle will pierce his heart. Revenge falls. TSM's up 12-6, and they pick up the mid lane. These guys, Ayla over the wall. He's got the flash on Rakan. That's a big deal. TSM's got to make sure they don't just get massively engaged on here with that AoE potential. EG putting their focus fire onto the Drake, and there it is, secured. Boogie tried to go in, but he doesn't even get value out of his own ulti. Now if Poppy can knock him out of the way, they can try to go in on everybody else. Boogie's already down below half. Equalizer onto the EG lines as Boogie barely gets away. Haunter wants to chase them, but they can't close the distance yet. Ayla continuing to try to provide an escape route for his team. TSM loses the Drake. EG's happy to steal it away with this Baron. Baron down to 3K. TSM are sending it in for the Baron, but now they're going to go for the fight instead. They explode Shaden. He will not be able to steal. The Baron secured by TSM.
Massive, massive.
As soon as that ulti's back up there on the Varus, TSM's going to have plenty more opportunities to try to make a pick on that valuable carry for Evil Geniuses. Haunts are just putting the work in. Down here in bottom lane, finally going to finish off the tier 1 over there. Meanwhile, JoJo's up in top, looking to take that tier 2. He knows that Evil Geniuses does not want to take a fair fight against TSM with the current state of the gold lead and the Baron. So instead, he's just going to trade as effectively as he can cross-map. But the Baron buff and more dudes being present means that TSM...
Here comes that Baron power. Turtle chipping away at the tower, too. That thing will drop pretty soon.
One more hit on it, do it. Oh, and it's the cannon minion that guarantees the kill. Now Evil Geniuses have 2 exposed inhibitors because remember, back at the 16-minute mark, the Herald charge ended up taking out the tier 3. So if TSM want to, they can just try to take 2 open fights here on the inhibs. Haunts is under pressure from JoJo, but TSM wants to turn it around onto the rest of Evil Geniuses. The equalizer is dropped, and Boogie kills JoJo. Ayla's on the run, and Boogie's buying time with a stopwatch. Shaden has the bomb on his head. It's about to pop. Insanity gets the kill, and he's knocked away in the meantime. TSM get the fight. They get 2 kills. They get the inhib.
Yeah, they're going to keep on pushing. They've got plenty of Baron buff left. Only 13 seconds is needed. Nexus turret under attack.
Nexus turret number 1 below half HP. Ayla just needs to try to buy some time, slow down this TSM push. They got to be a little bit concerned here. The health bars are not looking entirely healthy, but Unforgiven and Revenge are having a hard time holding on. Insanity's turret crushing power about to explode the last remaining tier 3. Revenge, he's not fed like he was 2 games ago.
They don't have a good reset timing here for TSM to be able to contest this dragon. They're going to have to give something with MGR with items right now. But he could teleport behind.
Turtle did get chunked, but Boogie's already going in. Equalizer comes down, and they're trying to find the kill. They already got it. Shaden is down. Ayla is down. Revenge and Unforgiven trying to fight back as JoJo makes his entrance, but he's having to snap back. He's going to die to Turtle. That'll do it. TSM can just march it in from here. Revenge and Unforgiven will not be able to survive the 5-man onslaught. TSM didn't lose anybody. TSM is going to bring us to a game number 5, but they got some unfinished business first. Unforgiven and Revenge trying to battle back, forced back onto the fountain steps. Ladies and gentlemen, playoffs are starting with Silver Scrapes.
The full offense Aatrox that has been terrorizing solo queue on the patch. Duskblade even for the full DPS. Since he's playing Green Gun's pretty good here for Unforgiven.
Yeah. Turtle and Chime are coming up, but they're about to get engaged on. I don't know what they're doing here alone like this. EG's taking the chance, jumping in. Chime is low. First blood back over to EG, and it's the Unforgiven getting the money. JoJo's down to 200. He's going to try to get away. Just at half HP. Another potential concern as Boogie and Chime want to go in. JoJo's the target. They immediately jump on him, and they burst him down to the Kingslayer. Haunter's coming in with a massive ulti over the top, and he gets the kill back on Ayla. The Ophelio Assault finds a lot of damage, but no kills just yet. Revenge taking up in the front line. The feathers fly, but Turtle's still alive. Unforgiven chases him down, and now EG's going to grab another. Haunts Haunter dives to a stab in the back.
Holy, Unforgiven and Revenge put in so much work in that team.
Bottom side river still for Evil Geniuses. There is a ward here from TSM to at least see what they're up to. Revenge steps forward, but he might be a little bit too far, so he pops the world ender, but he's gonna get stunned up now. The blade
the kill!
work! It's a kill back! Revenge is ready to win this game 5. He cuts Turtle down. Q2, Q3, easy money for Revenge. And
So you thought he could sustain through multiple people jumping on him before. Now he's also got Gore Drinker on
second knock up and can find the follow-up damage. Haunter could have died, so I like the flash to get away from it. Insanity sidestepping away from the Infernal Chains as Revenge, World Ender plus flash, gets him out of the way of the roots. But now it's 4 TSM players coming in trying to stop him. Haunter can't complete the TP. He tries to use Bellow's Breath to get away, but EG has enough damage to bring him down. Revenge gets back out over the wall, but Turtle's ready to flash follow. Revenge wants to turn it around yet again. Q2 for the heal.
Come on!
Dashes away. They just can't kill him.
Oh my God! You can't even say the captain.
Dashing again and again and again, knowing which walls to go through too, never making any.
One of the ones where you didn't kill anybody, but you just demoralized their whole team. Jojo might kill someone.
Jojo in the middle of everybody uses Buster Shot to knock Insanity away and then jumps right back in on him when he tries to re-enter with the rocket jump. Boogie's gonna go next. He's stuck in the middle of everyone. Turtle doesn't have the damage to punish EG as they continue pushing forward. Double kill back over to Revenge's Aatrox. Yeah, Haunter got a turret on the other side of the map, but EG ain't done yet. Shaden's coming in on the Sejuani. He's gonna be the one who wants to tank the turret. Throws out the ulti, whiffs it. Don't matter. Chime's gonna be the last one to die up here, and everybody not named Haunter now has a tombstone. Double kill over to Jojo. EG's bulldozing him.
Oh my goodness! We actually get to witness some top carry games today, Flowers. Evil Geniuses are steamrolling this one. Over 9,000 at 17.5 minutes.
Here in the top lane, the tier 2's under pressure. Unforgiven and Ayla coming to join Revenge and Shaden. Haunter leads the charge, but he only finds Sejuani. That's not the right target. EG's gonna punish him for it. And again, they make them learn the hard way. Jojo versus Insanity down in the bottom lane at the same time. The Herald's gonna charge into the tier 3 back at top. Jojo misses the abscond abduct. Insanity's putting bullets in his back, but he won't be able to kill him. However, it's not the point. The inhibitor's gonna drop. The Herald charge will get it done. The Shelly is still alive. Are they gonna get this thing all the way to the damn Nexus turret? Turtle wants to stop it, but he can't. The Nexus turret dies, and Revenge is exhausted, but he just walks it right back off. Ayla with a grand entrance into a battle.
Towards Baron, it's honestly a death trap here. So yeah, they make the call. They're gonna send everybody bottom.
Yeah, well, Jojo's down there to stop him. He's gonna try to prevent this turret from going. Fires off the stolen Ornn ulti back into Haunter. A teleport's coming in from Revenge. TSM's gonna have at least 4 guys to win this 4v2. Revenge leading the way. Q3 onto Boogie. Throws down the Infernal Chains. Flash coming back out from the TSM jungler. Revenge trying to get himself away from the second part of the Ornn Horn. Q3's gonna find all the targets. 4v2, and they're losing the fight. TSM has no damage, no chance, no hope left in this game. EG just massacred them, and they're gonna take the series.
Well, well, well. Unforgiven gets to finish the game all alone at the Nexus. Pose for the selfie here.
Man, oh man, Evil Geniuses in what I'm pretty sure is the fastest game of the whole series, 17-2, takes down TSM in Game 5.